We all want more followers, more likes, more subscribers, more comments, more engagement. Well, a lot of that is dependent upon when you post on social media. I'm going to share with you from data reinforced analytics when are the best times to post on all the major platforms. You don't want to miss this coming right up. How's it going, Nez Nation? Thank you so much for joining me. This is a big one right here. I'm going to talk about the best time and where and when exactly on all the big dogs on social media that you need to post your content so you can get the most traffic and the most engagement. I want to say the first thing that's absolutely tantamount to your success, if you want to know when the best time to really post, just on a general kind of macro vision, the best time to post on social media is when your audience, your target audience, is online. And so how do you identify that? You need to really know who you're trying to reach. What is your purpose? What is your identity? What are you trying to do with social media? Are you just trying to really get more likes and comments and you just enjoy that? There's no judgment here. I think that's fantastic. There's nothing wrong with that. Find out when your audience is online the most. And there's plenty of analytical tools, especially on all the social media platforms, pretty much every single platform I'm going to mention here. And I'm going to mention all the big ones. They pretty much have their built-in analytical tools, especially YouTube, which is so in-depth. I've got a ton of videos on all this stuff too. I'll leave them in the links in the description down below. You want to make sure that you subscribe, and please make sure you smash that like button because it really helps us out with the algorithm. Okay, without further ado, let's get right into it. I'm going to talk about each platform specifically. And the first platform that I'm going to talk about is one of the heavy hitters, Instagram. Okay, so if you're trying to market, sell on Instagram, or you're just trying to get more engagement on your posts, the best time to post on one of the behemoth social media platforms, Instagram, is to post during lunchtime, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., and in the evening after work, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Now, one thing I forgot to mention that is really important is that when you're trying to figure out when and where to post on social media, you want to find out and target your audience and find out where your audience is living. And if you're trying to target the United States, I want to talk about time zones here. The best time to really post in the United States is Eastern Standard Time because that's when the highest number of people are in the Eastern Standard Time, thanks to places like New York and Boston and Florida and Miami and Toronto, etc. I mean, if your target audience is in London, then you want to post within the GMT time zone. So every time that I'm going to tell you the best times to post on all these different social media platforms, keep those time zones in mind. Okay, does that make sense? I hope that helps. So getting back to Instagram, we have found, and I want to also caveat this too. I want to say that a lot of these times are based on not only my own kind of execution with my online business. I run 2 online businesses. I've been in the online social media marketing game for well over 2 decades. I've been doing this since pre-MySpace days. I've really done a lot of research. I'm a big believer in data. So this is culled from not only my own activity on social media, but also culling from different analytical sources in databases, even from these platforms themselves that identified when the hottest action and momentum and when the most activity is taking place on these platforms. Okay, getting back to Instagram. So just really quick, the best time to post on Instagram is to post during lunch, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. That's time. And in the evening after work, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Most Instagrammers, this is a really interesting one, log in via mobile. So they tend to avoid browsing during work hours. Now, those are the best times. Let's talk about the best days to post on Instagram. So what our analytics and what our data has supported is that the best days to post on Instagram are Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Sunday has been purported to be the worst day to post on Instagram, though the best time, this is really interesting, y'all, and it makes really sense if you understand the end user psychology. and you really understand your audience's psychographics, not just demographics, right? What are psychographics? Who they are as human beings, their interests, their lifestyle, their choices, their behaviors. Psychographics are really, really important. Again, I've got a ton of videos where I talk about this. You really need to check out my channel, but I'll leave some links in the description down below. You've got to go check that out. The best time to post on Instagram is Saturday at 5 p.m. So towards the evening. You can kind of see why that would make sense, right? Most people on Saturdays, especially if you understand the demographic, we're looking at 18 to 35, 40-year-olds predominantly dominate on Instagram. Now, we definitely have a lot of plus 40. I'm plus 40. We definitely have a lot of pre-18. But those are the primary major demographic areas. It makes a lot of sense, right? Most 18 to 35, 40-year-olds, aka millennials, they are busy on Saturday nights. They like to go out. They like to be a part of the action. They like to share what they're doing, share where they're hanging out, share the events they're going to, share the good food that they're tasting, restaurants, concerts, you name it. So that makes a lot of sense. Last thing I want to say about Instagram is Wednesdays get the highest level of engagement on Instagram. So that's really, really big. Okay, next social media platform is the mothership, the parent, the owner of Instagram, and that is Facebook. Yes. Okay, so for maximum exposure, the best time to post on your Facebook business page is during the week between 1 p.m. and 4 p.m. This is so, the data has shown us that many Facebook users browse their desktops and check it during downtime at work. And here is the single best time to post on Facebook. You're going to love this. The single best time to post on Facebook is Sunday at 3 p.m. Wow, I know that seems really, really maybe counterintuitive to a lot of you guys, or maybe a bit of a surprise. It was to me, at least. But yes, that is when we have gotten the best engagement with our business, and even my personal profile and data has supported. I've culled from many different databases and resources and different, online analytical entities, social media tools, and Facebook Sunday at 3 p.m. The best days to post on Facebook are Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Tuesday, as our data suggests, is the worst day to post on Facebook. Weekends get the highest level of engagement on Facebook. So again, I'll review all these too. Stick around to the end. I'll go through every single platform and I'll do a quick summary. So make sure that you stick around. I just want to make sure I get through these. And by the way, let me know in the comments down below if I would love to hear from you. When are you getting the best engagement? Do you agree with these times? Do you see some, consistencies? Is there definitely some parallels with when you post on social media? And also, if there's a platform that I haven't covered that you're like, hey, Nez, you got to talk about this platform. I'm getting a ton of engagement. I'm getting a ton of, comments and activity and likes and etc. Let me know in the comments down below. I would really, really love to hear from you. So let me know down below in the comments. Okay, this is my baby. Now let's get to the next social media platform, and that is where probably my business eats, sleeps, and breathes. Yes, LinkedIn. A lot of you guys already know this because I am a personal branding coach, executive career coach, speaker, and LinkedIn. I had early access to LinkedIn Live. I mean, LinkedIn is just, the whole platform has changed so dramatically and so much for the better. I've got an entire playlist, everything you need to know about LinkedIn. I'm going to leave that in the description down below. You have to go check that out. I've literally got like 20 videos on job search, profile, branding, featured section, tutorials, step-by-step, how to use the new layout, everything you need to know, how to build your personal brand on LinkedIn, everything you need to know about LinkedIn. So I'll leave that in the description down below. The best time to post on LinkedIn is between 10 a.m. and 11 a.m. LinkedIn is the business profile. This is not, I almost say LinkedIn is not even, it's almost unfair to call it a social media platform because it's so much bigger than that. I call it the ultimate online business networking cocktail party. And so you got to understand that most professionals, they will search LinkedIn or look at LinkedIn or check out LinkedIn, during working hours, right? Because it's predominantly made of professionals. Although things are changing pretty drastically, we're getting a lot more content creators and artists and videographers and graphic designers and amazing creators. Those are still professionals, not to say that they're not professionals, but it's predominantly those kinds of salespeople, business people, executives, recruiters, etc. So the best times are 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. The best days to post on LinkedIn, what we have found, are midweek, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Weekends and after work hours tend to be the worst times to post on LinkedIn for engagement and visibility. However, I want to caveat this. I have actually been experimenting with this recently, and I have found that sometimes, because there is little content and little posting to compete with, we have found amazing reach on Sunday, kind of late Sunday afternoon, kind of the same as Facebook, after 5 p.m., when the kids are in bed and everybody's getting ready for the work week, and they've already had their dinner and they're perusing and getting ready for, the coming week. And so LinkedIn is a big part of most people's preparation for the week. And so take advantage, just experiment with this. And again, I'd love to hear from you. I want you guys to come back. I want you to implement this stuff and come back and say, hey, Nez, this worked. Or say, hey, Nez, this didn't work. My whole aim with my content is to serve you and bring you the best information possible to help you transform your lives. That's what I'm all about here. So let me know in the comments what your thoughts are, and also let me know if you've tested this out. Okay, the next social media platform that we're going to talk about is Twitter. Yes. So the best time to post on Birdman Twitter is during lunch hours, 12 p.m. and 1 p.m. Scheduling posts just before lunch works just as well too. So 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. work days tend to get the highest level of engagement on Twitter. I love Twitter. Twitter is a different type of social media platform. It's mostly kind of a place to really engage. It's water cooler social media. It's not really a content branding platform, but you're branding in a different way. You're giving a lot of your kind of internal thoughts, opinions, professional assessments. You're contributing. There's a real participatory, conversational kind of vibe on Twitter. And so really the highest level of engagements on Twitter are work days, and the best days posting at lunch, Monday to Friday, can really help you increase your social media engagement. And the best day that we have found, that all the data has supported, the best day to post on Twitter is Wednesday. Weekends have proven to be not as powerful on Twitter, for us at least, and for, a lot of people in a generalized fashion. I'd love to hear from you, though. If you're somebody who's like, Nez, I get amazing engagement on the weekends on Twitter, let me know. Leave your comments. I want this video and this thread to be monumentally powerful, and really what I preach here at Nez Nation is bringing more humanness to this digitalness. What does that mean? Conversation, inspiration, collaboration, teamwork, helping each other, being there for each other. It's not about me or you. It's not about I am the purveyor of Nez Nation, the king of Nez Nation. No. We're all in this together. It's community first. So I want to hear from you, okay? The next platform, one that I probably have not been taking advantage of. Well, I don't even know why I said that. I don't even have a platform. I don't even have a profile on this one, but I know a lot of people who use it, and I consult a lot of all you e-commerce businesses out there, and a lot of you kind of mompreneurs and kind of female professionals and artists. I'm talking about Pinterest. And this is what the data has suggested. So this one I had to really cull from all sorts of different databases because I don't really have a presence on Pinterest. I'm just being transparent. But what we have found is the best time to post on Pinterest tends to be between 8 p.m. and 11 p.m. Interesting stuff. Mothers tend to use Pinterest actively, which may be why they tend to post later in the evening. The best day to post on Pinterest, as far as the data has suggested to us, is Saturdays. Sundays work out pretty good too. So work hours tend to be less popular. You see kind of a real big distinction between, Pinterest, LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. You're seeing a real big distinction, right? And so work hours tend to be really, really less popular for Pinterest. Post during those times and you may get less engagement than you want. Okay, the next platform is, to me, one of the biggest platforms. Most of you guys are watching and listening to this right now on this platform, and that is, yes, the motherlode of video, YouTube, okay? Now, here's what's really interesting about this. Before I talk about when, we have found the best times to post and when it generally speaking, a lot of the data suggests, you have an amazing option in YouTube Studio called YouTube Analytics, and where you can literally, I am on every single platform. I have a business account on pretty much every platform. I have not found one platform, not even my own website analytics platform, that comes close. There's a reason why. Google owns YouTube. Google Analytics, the data, they're the king of data. They're the king of tracking, right? And so you have your very own specific analytics. But what we have found, let me just get into this. The best times to post on YouTube tend to be early afternoon between 12 p.m. and 4 p.m. Early afternoon, 12 p.m. and 4 p.m. That's because most viewers watch videos kind of later in the day, in the evening. So you want to have your videos indexed by then. The best days that we have found to post on YouTube are Thursdays and Fridays. Tend to be the best days to post on YouTube. Most viewers watch YouTube on the weekend. So don't be afraid to post on Saturdays or Sundays early in the morning. I have a weekly live stream show. And actually, very strategically, it was determined to be placed every single Sunday morning between 9:30 a.m. It is at 9:30 a.m. Every single Sunday we go live, right? With my live Q&A office hours with yours truly. You should join me. I'll leave a link in the description down below, or just subscribe so you don't miss anything, and hit that bell, will you? And so weekends are really, really good for YouTube. Again, it's funny because 12 p.m. and 4 p.m., my analytics don't show when I go into my YouTube analytics. My analytics show something a little bit different than that. But again, as I said at the top of this video, you want to use the best time that your audience is on that. And you need to track that. You need to find different tools. I would highly recommend that you sign up for Google Analytics and Google Search Console, because you can find out everything you need to know about where your audience lives, how old they are, demographics, when they're engaging, when they're not engaging. The customization for Google Analytics is just off the charts. And so if you really want to dive deep into when your audience is on, that is my best advice for you, is to really start tracking and paying attention to the analytics and where you're actually getting your audience from. Okay, so in summation, let's talk about, just really quickly, I want to run through these one more time. So the best time to post on Instagram, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., post during lunch, and then the evening, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Best days, Monday, Wednesday, and Thursdays. Saturday seems to be the best time to post. On Facebook, we're looking at 1 to 4 p.m. during the week. Sunday after 3 p.m. tends to work really, really well. And the best days are Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Tuesday being the worst day. And then LinkedIn, 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. during the week. Best days to post on LinkedIn, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Weekends don't tend to do very well, although, like I said earlier, we have really experimented. We found that we have been getting, because there's less saturation, we've been getting a little bit of pull on weekends. So test that out. Twitter, 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. during the week. Scheduling posts works really well. Wednesday is the best day to post on Twitter. Weekends tend to do really, really poorly on Twitter. Pinterest, we have found that Pinterest, we have found 8 p.m., late evening, It's kind of a very specific niche-oriented platform. So the best time to post on Pinterest, we found, was 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. Saturdays tend to be the best day. Work hours tend to be not so good. And then YouTube, we found that 12 p.m. and 4 p.m., Thursdays and Fridays tend to be the best days. Weekends work really, really well. Again, my live stream show is every single Sunday at 9:30 a.m. Pacific time. I hope you got a ton of value. I hope you implement these strategies. I hope you start experimenting. I hope you start using some of this knowledge to help yourself, your business, your profile, your online presence, get more engagement on social media. Please, if you have any questions, any comments at all, you may not know this, but I respond to all the comments personally. So I would love to hear from you. So please make sure that you let me know if you have any questions. Let me know what platform you're like, hey, Nez, you didn't talk about this platform. You notice how I didn't mention TikTok? Well, because I'm still I don't want to give away any information without really having a large pool of data, and I don't have enough data on TikTok. But if you know something that I don't know, I'd love to hear from you, because TikTok is growing and getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And so please make sure that you leave a comment. Please smash that smash button, aka that like button down there. Make sure you click subscribe, and please, for the love of God, go check out these other videos over here. These videos are phenomenal. Hit subscribe down there below, and I'll see you in the next video. Go over there. These are awesome. I'll see you there.